Hello, basketball fans. Of course, we've got lots of games left, but it's already been a very interesting season so far.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Kevin. I've especially enjoyed seeing the rookies get settled in. I mean, that's always something that I kind of prioritize in my observations. Just watching how these guys adjust to the pro game is always pretty fascinating to me.
And now Washington's starting group. They've got Young. Davis is out there with Coulibaly. Then it's Johnson. And it's Vukcevic in at the pivot, manning the middle.
Randall. Got an unorthodox game, but he's got a good, strong upper body, which makes him a very consistent scorer inside.
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
Well, that's how you drive your point home right there.
He's lucky to get away with that, though, guys. I mean, could have earned him a technical for hanging on too long.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
Perhaps he's set for a big night. I mean, he can be a difference maker for him when he's on his game.
Here's Coulibaly. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Just 4 to shoot. And the foul called on MP. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's Johnson. 17 points in his last outing. A three-pointer is right on target.
Hey, if you're looking for a three-point shootout, Johnson's ready to go. What an answer.
You know, GA, you just can't say enough about the skill set of young Trey Johnson.
I mean, this guy came into the league ready. I really like how he gets to it. His shot, regardless of what the defense throws at him. And he can be dangerous if his defense gets to the same level as his own.
Relatively open from mid-range, you'd like to see that one go down.
No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. That's in, coming off an assist from Randall.
Well, Edwards looking almost automatic there. Didn't wait too long to put that shot up.
Pass to Coulibaly. Back to Young. It's up a three. Minnesota with the rebound. This team is on quite a run. They're in the midst of a 14-game winning streak.
Just a fun team to watch when you get right to it. I mean, the way they're executing at both ends of the floor, it seems like they're getting better each game. Communication, ball control, ball security, defensively. They are very adaptable, and we've seen how they adjust, always learning and constantly tweaking the winning formula. Tell you what, he's 3 or 4 now. Looks like his game's on offensively.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Anthony Davis prefers playing power. He said, quote, "If I have to play the 5, then it's totally fine. At the end of the day, I trust coach's decision." I'm pretty sure he heard AD wants to play the 4, but I want to win. So if that's me playing the 5, that's what it's going to be. Back to you.
He can do both. All right, Allie, thanks a lot. Now Davis. Following the miss by Julius Randle from deep. Here's Flores. Johnson with the rebound.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over-anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
Now, here's MP. Following the miss by Anthony Davis. And there's the bucket from MP.
And this is why you got to be all up in MP's airspace, even as the pass is coming his way.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And Brian Keefe wants a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Reed, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Anderson comes in for Julius Randle. Daniels, he's checked in for Edwards. And Mike Conley subbed in for Dante DiVincenzo. Here is Riley. 9-point game his last outing. Here's Russell with the three. They get it back. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
A three from MP. Good on the triple. MP's got 9 points.
Got to contest MP from out there. He is more than capable from three.
And it's Russell at the elbow. Inside, stolen by Conley. Here's McDaniels. Good, and the assist goes to MP.
If you want the title of 3-and-D player, you've got to make threes. McDaniels has really worked on that shot.
George sets a screen for Russell. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Timberwolves leading by 8. Outside, Reed. MP outside. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
You know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
Now, Carrington. And no good on the last second attempt this time. MP getting it done for the Timberwolves. He went on an aerial three-point display, drilling 4 long balls in just the 1 quarter alone. We'll return shortly. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
And they look to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
Cultivating a lot of assists right now, which is beautiful to see. Love the way they're working that ball around.
The forwards are Edwards and McDaniel. Conley out there with MP. And it's Reed in at the center position. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Timberwolves. Over in the corner, Conley. And here's MP for 3. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got his 4th rebound in this one. Clark Naz Reed, a former 6-man award winner in this league.
Yeah, I tell you, he was given the nickname Big Jelly in high school, and it has stuck with him. In fact, they've got some great T-shirts with that on it. And to be honest, I like it. I just would like to know the backstory as to how he became Big Jelly. His game is pretty sweet, too.
Here's Carrington. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. Carrington's got his second bucket. McDaniel sets a screen for MP. Another miss by MP.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Davis down low. Guarded by Reed and finished off by Davis.
One of the dominant dunkers in the league. Davis can put on the show in there.
And here's MP for and again for 3.
And defenses around the NBA have to deal with his three-point marksmanship. And he's already proven in his rookie campaign there's very little you can do to slow him down.
It has been a lot of fun, hasn't it, to watch him expand his skill set this season. And lo and behold, he now holds the 4th spot all time for 3-pointers in a rookie campaign. To me, that is amazing. Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves. Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. Randall comes in for McDaniels. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Mike Conley. Young's checked in for Washington. Now, here's MP. Following the miss by Anthony Davis. Flores with the bucket.
And you look at this scoring outburst by MP. What's incredible is he still has room to grow.
Pass to Carrington. No good from outside. Minnesota leading by 15. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Some say, Clark, the game has lost its physicality with fewer fouls called on average than in any previous decade.
You know, I don't necessarily fully agree with that, Kevin. Sure, the game is still physical. Some of the hard fouls, and because the game was played closer to the basket in the past, lent itself to more fouls being called and more bumping and thumping. It's more perimeter oriented now, but I don't know if it's necessarily less physical. And I don't actually mind fewer foul calls. I like the players being able to play and put the ball in the basket as much as possible.
And so it's Washington with it, following the miss by MP. Here's Young, and he gets it to go.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Now, here's him. Good! Another from 3.
Well, as the three-point bombs keep raining down, he's just moved up one more rung on the all-time list for three-pointers in a rookie season.
The three-point prowess is evident. Such a huge addition to this team.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you can fire 3 of your own. Boom.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Young, no good. Here's Minnesota. They're on a 13-5 run here. Flores with the bucket.
They are winning this game largely because of his effort.
Wizards trail by 20. 46 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Vucevic can't hit.
A good scorer around the rim. He is met there by an irresistible force.
He connects again from distance.
Well, with the way he's hitting shoot from distance, I can't say I'm surprised that he's now second all-time in three-pointers made during a rookie campaign. He has been impressive.
And some of the best shooters we've ever had in the NBA are on this list. I don't think it's an understatement to say we could be witnessing a generational talent. Good! Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Young outside. Pass to Coulibaly with 2 seconds left. And no good. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Minnesota on top, opening up a huge gap. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Please direct your attention to the court and get ready for the big half-court.
Hey folks, thanks for joining us. And just for a moment here, I was wondering, if you guys were playing in the league today, which current player would you most like? And let's move on now to those first 2 quarters. Talk about a tough start for the Washington Wizards. Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
So the Wizards 5 right now. Coulibaly is out there with Anthony Davis. Then it's Johnson. Then it's Trae Young. And it's Vukcevic in at the 5. Here's Vukcevic. Still scoreless. Young with no one around. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. The Wizards with another miss.
They have yet to hit a shot. A real slow start here in the second half.
You know, Clark, Rudy Gobert is often the victim of unfair criticism.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more there. I mean, that's just what people tend to do, the talking heads, if you will. I think too many times folks focus on what he can't do instead of appreciating all that he does. I mean, he excels as a rim protector, a screener, a physical presence in the paint. I mean, I think he's going to go down as one of the all-time outstanding defenders in league history.
Minnesota with the ball after the basket by Washington. And here's MP for 3. Good on the three-point shot. MP's got 45 points.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Bounce pass Davis. Johnson for 3. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 8 now on the night.
It has been a shaky start this half for their offense, shooting just 1 of 5.
And so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last. And obviously the season's just begun, but never too soon to check out the power rankings. Let's see how these teams are stacking up. Take a look at the Warriors. They couldn't hold their position this week, but remain in the top 10.
You know, right now for the Timberwolves, they've got to be disappointed with their play. They just look disjointed, and their losing streak continues to grow as a result.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Anderson comes in for Julius Randle. And it's McDaniels in for Edwards. Here's Coulibaly. He has yet to score.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
The 3 from MP. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got 6 rebounds in the game. Johnson outside. Pass to Young. Here's the 3. And another miss by Washington.
He's trying to get himself into a rhythm, but at what expense?
McDaniels finds MP. The 3. Rebound by the Wizards. Davis has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And having a star in Anthony Edwards, Clark, with so much confidence, what kind of impact does that have for the Wolves?
Well, it's huge. I mean, he wants the pressure of carrying the team. And with his outgoing nature and skill set, that mentality, I think, permeates the team and gives it great confidence.
Coulibaly with it, and it's Reid picking him up. George passes to Davis. Wizards passing it around. 6 on the shot clock, and stolen by MP. 54 seconds left to play in the third. And they double up MP. The Trae drills it from outside. MP's got 12 now in this quarter.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Well, the defense just hasn't pressed up to deny any of those looks, guys. I mean, they're hanging back and getting picked apart.
Now, here's DiVincenzo. Scoreless thus far. Pass to Young. Fires the 3. Hits it from three-point range.
And easy to admire Young's confidence. Knows he has the ability to drain it from way outside.
MP inside. Good, he hits again.
My goodness. 50 for the 8.
Yep, he is putting on a show. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Timberwolves ahead as they end the third quarter with a massive 16-7 run. From Target Center, back in a moment. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard with the pass right on the money.
Terrific versatility coming from a big man. Not something that the majority of big guys possess.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. They've got Bones Highland. He's out there with Conley. MP out there with Anderson. And it's Shannon in the power forward. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
Yeah, what's gotten into him today? Yeah, this is getting ridiculous.
Here's Riley. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
He relishes his role in this offense, and he's a natural leader, too.
MP outside. From deep. And another three for Minnesota.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
A chance here to get a quick injury report.
Hey guys, I got an update from the head athletic trainer of the Wizards. He let me know that it's a strained hip, which causes plenty of soreness and shooting pain in that area. It's an injury that may have sidelined some players, but they've cleared him to return. I'm sure he'll be playing through some pain, but he'll try to get through it.
Allie, thanks as always. We appreciate the report. Well, at least we know now how he's doing.
Yeah, when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
And again!
And his tear continues. Another 60-point game. I've never seen anything like this.
And now has the record for the most 60-plus point games in a row. And it's Russell missing.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding.
And again for 3.
Another 3. I'm not sure I've seen a better three-point shooting night.
They just keep pouring in. This is a top 5 all-time single game for three-point shots made.
Even when the defense is stellar, Davis still able to score the ball. That's what makes him an elite talent. He can make hard shots look easy.
And it's Conley with the ball for Minnesota. Pass to Shannon. MP fires from way outside. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Davis against Highland. Lets it go from deep. Highland with the rebound. Timberwolves have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. To the middle. Here's Anderson. And Davis sends it back.
Depth, taxes, and AD. Blocking shots, you can rely on all 3.
You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going.
An incredible display of shot making and clutch play.
No, not when the game first started.
Back to you, Kevin.
Hey, thanks, Jennifer. And that'll wrap it up, folks. So for Allie LaForce and my colleagues here at the table, Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for being with us. And we'll see you next time.
Hi, everyone. What a great night for some hoops. With a little more on the line. It's the NBA Cup, and it's in full swing. Brian Anderson here. Two elite centers from tip-off to the final buzzer, Grant. We should have a battle on our hands tonight.
Oh, yes, indeed, B.A. And, you know, in games like this, it's important to give space for your big guys to compete. The last thing you want is to overcrowd the paint and end up taking an elbow.
Let's check out Minnesota's starting lineup. In it forward, it'll be Edwards and Randall. Dante DiVincenzo out there with MP. And it's Gobert in at the 5, roaming the paint. Randall, good.
Yeah, and anytime there's contact in there with Randall, he usually gets the best of it.
From the arc. Nails it from beyond the arc. Booker's gotten his second bucket on the night.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
MP with it. Last game, an incredible scoring display for him. Beyond the arc. Brooks with the rebound. It's Booker on the wing. Here's O'Neal. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
And here's MP from outside. Can't hit that one. The Suns have gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. All right, guys, we're lucky to have Shams Charania joining us now. Our 2K insider calling in with a story. What do you got, Shams?
Well, guys, nobody is quite sure just how the partnership of Devin Booker and Jalen Green will play out in the desert. They were just one of 3 backcourts to average 20 points per game each last season. But with so many overlapping qualities, it's not the most obvious fit. But many in the league feel that Green could mold himself actually after Booker, and that gives the Suns another potential offensive focal point. Everyone around the league is curious to see how they'll make this work, guys.
A dangerous duo. All right, Shams, thanks very much. Back to MP. The 3. Yes, and it's Edwards picking up the assist.
You like to see the young confidence from MP. Just fires right back with an answer of 3.
Brooks outside. Pass to Booker. Takes the 3. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
Here's DiVincenzo. Here's Flores for 3. Brooks with the rebound.
And to put things simply, this has not been his quarter.
And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
You know you're doing something right when you find yourself up double digits in the first period.
They were ready to roll right through the tip. There was no warm-up period. There was only, let's do this. Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you got to shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. A different look for Phoenix. Jalen Green, he's checked in for Brooks. And Goodwin. Look for Phoenix. Iguodaro, he's checked in for Williams. Brooks comes in for Green, and Gillespie is subbed in for Goodwin. And Minnesota will go for a different look here. Rudy Gobert's checked in for Reed. Randall comes in for Anderson. Anthony Edwards is checked in for DeSumo. And MP subbed in for Conley. Timberwolves trail by 7. On the court for the Timberwolves. Randall and Gobert are in the middle. MP is out there with Anthony Edwards. And it's McDaniels in at the small forward position. And the basket by MP.
They're making a few more threes this quarter, trying to cut into that deficit.
Taking on more playmaking responsibilities. Booker has matured over the years, becoming a better teammate.
And so it's Edwards who brings up the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. It's an understatement to say they're on a roll. They're coming in on a 15-game winning streak.
There's a lot of players who will say they don't take notice of a budding winning streak. But when it's double digits, everyone knows. Winning streaks are a lot harder than people think because every single team wants to be the one to take you down.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Okay. Well, Devin Booker grew up in Grand Rapids, Michigan, but around age 15, he moved to Moss Point, Mississippi to live and train with his father. Booker said, quote, "I understood the goal and I just embraced the culture and the inner city. They took me in. It was a really important time, and it was good for me." Guys, back to you.
Thanks a lot, Allie. Takes a step back. Elbow shot on the way. And another basket for Phoenix.
Keep feeding the hot hand. Booker has it going in this one.
The Timberwolves trail. And here's MP from outside. O'Neal pulls it in. The Suns have gone 6 of 11 here in the second quarter. Gillespie can't get it to go. The Timberwolves shooting at about 44% so far. From deep, MP. Again, MP missing. Well, the Suns shooting great. 62% for the field and continuing to get it done. Here's Iguodaro. Ooh, a two-handed power slam.
Get him the ball anywhere close to the hoop. That thing is over.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. McDaniels passes to MP. The offensive rebound. There's the three. Ooh, a silky three from MP.
You see the foundation of a real long-range threat. Now MP just has to keep developing those skills.
Booker goes in, and Gobert with a block. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. The Suns on top, up 1. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Greetings, everybody. Before we review the first half, let's take an early season peek at how the Western Conference is shaking out so far. Pretty interesting how this is all coming together, don't you guys think?
Not interesting. It's exactly how I predicted it would look.
Oh, sure. Like you could have predicted the standings would look just like this.
Getting to that first half of action from Minnesota, they find themselves in the middle of a tight one.
They're really going to war for those second chances.
That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action. Here's Brian Anderson with the start of the third quarter.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. MP really making a difference here.
Well, if he's hit threes like he did in the first half, he's going to have a monster night.
And let's see if the D adjusts, make life a little more difficult on him.
And Minnesota with possession here. It's a one-point game. When this one's in the books, they'll be off to Sacramento, taking on the Kings. It's the second game of 3 on the road. Filling out the wings, it's going to be Booker and Brooks. Royce O'Neal is out there with Mark Williams. And it's Gillespie in at the point. And that's the group for Jordan Ott as we begin the second half. Pass to Gillespie. Williams with the screen. Gillespie can't get it to go.
Gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Nice shot by DiVincenzo.
They've had a hard time shutting down the three-point shot.
Brooks the screen on MP. The three is up. Booker can't get it to go.
It's hard not to want payback when you give up a three at the other end, but it can force you to rush things.
Knocks down the triple. And it's an 8-point Minnesota lead. In this league, you've got to have moves and counter moves. Grant, your toolkit was pretty complete coming in.
Well, I tried to keep adding to it. It's like baseball. If they're struggling to hit your heater, that changeup will work even better.
When you've made your first 3 shots of the half, I think it's okay for a heat check.
Here's Booker. Booker gets it done inside.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
MP outside. Three-pointer. Gets the 3-ball to go. Flores has got 9 points here in the second half.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
Here's Gillespie. Taking a look at his numbers, averaging about 11 a game. Pass to Brooks. Some nice ball movement by Phoenix. Here's Gillespie. Clock at 6. Chops one in from the wing. Gillespie's got 6.
He's someone opposing defenses have a hard time game planning for.
And here's MP from outside. And it's Phoenix with a rebound.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Richard, when you think about work rate, Dillon Brooks and the effort with which he plays comes to mind.
Yeah, we created statistics based on effort. Dillon Brooks would be one of the guys on the top of the list. Energy exerted, contact plays, bumps. He does everything to agitate the offensive player. This quarter has been all his. I suggest they keep the ball in his hands.
Pass to Brooks. Here's Gillespie. Three-pointer, O'Neal sends it home from three-point land. He's got 9.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
I just love the ball.
And so the timeout by Jordan Ott here. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. Jalen Green, he's checked in for the Suns. And then for Minnesota, Reed's checked in for Gobert. And it's Dosunmu in for DiVincenzo. Suns trail by 9. Brooks, the pass to Green. And here is Williams. Here's Gillespie. He has 6. 6 on the shot clock. Brooks from outside. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got rebound number 8 now. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Yeah, some gritty stuff there by MP. Now, he knew he was going to get hit.
These are his first free throws of the game. Free throw good, MP. And the Suns making a change here. Iguodala's checked in. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Jaden McDaniels, he's checked in for Julius Randle. For Phoenix, they've gone 3 of 7 here in this third quarter. And here's Green from the arc. It's hauled in by Flores.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
He shoots it, and he drains the turnaround J. MP's got 18 points in just the second half.
When MP is having a night like this, you just can't keep him from getting the ball.
To the left wing. Here's Gillespie. Knocks down the long J.
If you're not right up there on him, he's going to make you pay.
Minnesota leading by 10. And again for 3.
And, folks, he's just set the record for most three-pointers in a rookie season.
And, I don't even think he's thinking about records. He's out there to ball. Ever since entering the league, only a few months ago, he's been on a mission to win.
Yeah, MP is clearly amongst the best rookie shooters we've ever seen in the league. We've heard the comparisons to Ray Allen, Clay, and Steph. And after seeing what MP's done this season, you start to believe he will be in that conversation.
And here is Green. He has 6. Brooks from outside sinks the tray. Brooks has got 6 points.
If they're going to want to close the gap, they're going to need to start running more sets through him. Let your stars lead the way. Come on.
And so it's Minnesota in command with a 13-point lead at the... And there have been two very different... Timberwolves will go for a different look here. Gobert's checked in for Reed. Edwards comes in for McDaniels. MP's checked in for DeSumo. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Conley. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Now Brooks to the middle, to the left side wing. Here's Gillespie. He buries it from three.
Most of the time, if you give him that much room, oh yeah, that's going to be the result.
On the court for the Timberwolves. In it forward, it'll be Edwards and Randall. Dante DiVincenzo out there with MP. And it's Gobert in at the center position, locking down the middle.
And a nice bump for their offense this half. Now shooting over 50% for the game.
Here's Booker. Outside, Williams. Now Brooks puts up the tray. Can't get it to go.
And right now they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Good! Another from three. Ooh, you can tell he's feeling it right now.
B.A., he's on fire.
Outside Williams. Here's Brooks. Booker! Oh! Booker with the triple!
It's turned into a showdown here. Dueling from distance.
Take that, he says. I see your three, and I'll raise you another three.
Minnesota leading by 14.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
MP inside. Booker defending. Stacks up a three. Oh, it doesn't go. Phoenix has gone 3 of 6 from downtown so far in the fourth. From deep. The three ball is down.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
From downtown, Gobert pulls it down. The Timberwolves have gotten 5 of their 7 shots to fall in this final quarter. MP! Randall outside, shoots a three, buries it from outside!
Yeah, a shot that Randall has added to his repertoire. Shooting the three with confidence now.
Stolen by MP. And again for three.
He's been on the money from deep.
Definitely. Looking to shoot as much as possible. And the Suns call time here. There's a minute 12 left in the fourth quarter here. And the Timberwolves will go for a different look here. Naz Reid's checked in for Gobert. Jaden McDaniels comes in for Randall. Shannon's checked in for Edwards. And Ayo Dosunmu subbed in for DiVincenzo. Here's Goodwin, covered by MP. Now Booker. Green fires. Oh, the long ball, no good.
And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Timberwolves.
And at first glance, it appeared to be an easy win for them. However, they had to weather some storms along the way, Grant.
Yeah, in terms of competitiveness, it was a lot closer than the final score indicates.
And this will get marked down as their 16th win of the year.
And having this win on the books might give them a little mental advantage the next 2 times these squads meet.
And what a huge performance it was for MP.
And let's just say this, the name of the game is scoring, and yes, he provided that tonight. You're welcome.
Here's Green. No good again that time. MP outside. The shot. Nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good. And so it's Minnesota easily grabbing this one. That win brings them to a 3-0 start for the group play stage of the NBA Cup.
And now they're focused on getting a...
Thanks, guys. A $50 and a win.
Gone.
Over to you, B.A.
Dominic, thank you very much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Richard...
about to tear the roof off.
Forward, 6'8", number 13, the man in the middle, 7 feet 1 inches, number 42, Martin Renaud. Half point, 6 feet 4 inches, number 18, Russell Westbrook. At the other guard position, standing 6'5", number 8, number 10, DeMar The head coach for your Sacramento Kings is Doug Christie. Let's hear it for your Sacramento Kings.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. The big men on the floor for him, Randall and Gobert. Mr. Moves out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Edwards in at the small forward position. And for Sacramento, outside in the perimeter, Levine and DeRozan. Then there's Russell Westbrook. Then there's Murray. On paper, this game looks one-sided, GA, but you never know in the NBA, do you? As they say, anything can happen.
Yeah, I mean, just so much talent in the league. If one or two guys get hot, this could end up being an upset. The difference between good teams and bad is razor thin.
Westbrook can't get it to go. And here are the Timberwolves. They are on a phenomenal run right now. 16 consecutive wins.
Well, just to be able to be on the call and see these guys in person is a real treat. They've been the talk of the NBA during this streak. The question now becomes, can they sustain the focus and level of intensity? They are looking quite comfortably in control, so it's going to be interesting to see.
Minnesota with the ball, following the three-point attempt by DeRozan. Flores with the bucket.
You can't give a shooter that kind of look on the perimeter. I don't care who it is.
Pass to Levine. For the three. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Well, look, Levine is such a gifted scorer that it opens up so much for him out of pick and roll action.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
A bit ago, Doug Christie and I were able to chat. Coach and I talked about the difficulties playing against Anthony Edwards. He said, quote, usually you worry about his offense, but he's shown the last few years that he's a lockdown defender when he wants to be. That's something that we'll need to factor into our game plan. Ant's defense is now a concern for coaches as well. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Allie, thank you for that.
Well, this isn't the start they wanted. Need to just settle down and move the ball for better shots.
Rosen dishes to Levine, and so it looks like the Kings will retain possession here. And